I'm Victoria Pearson, but you can call me V. And this week I have been so poorly that I've barely left the house. So, we're going to do another hair video today. I've shown you before where I've done simple 3-bar plaits and where I've done fishtail plaits. And to be honest with you, that is about as far as my hair doing skills go. I've got quite long hair. You can't see very well. It goes right down to just below my waist. And so it's quite heavy. And that has been a real problem for me over the years when I have been trying to curl my hair. I have done so many different types of heatless curls. I've tried the big Velcro rollers and they just got stuck in my hair. I got one of these Dubris, which were all over all of my For You pages. I thought this is the one because I see people, they wake up, they just whoosh, pull it out, perfect bouncy curls. Yeah, I'm susceptible to marketing, so I bought one. Right, firstly, this was the most uncomfortable night's sleep I've ever had in my life. Even with my hair being as long as it is, these things are far too long. It was sticking out like, oh, it was awful. And then in the morning it got stuck in my hair. And then the worst thing was, after a terribly uncomfortable night's sleep and a little panic trying to get it out of my hair, all that it actually did was curl like the very, very ends of my hair. Then I tried sock curls. You know, the ones, you've seen them all over your For You page as well, where you wrap your hair around the socks, and then that was more comfortable to sleep in. But again, it got stuck in my hair. What am I doing wrong that's making it just keeps getting stuck in my hair all the time? I had a little cry panic. By the time I've ripped the whole thing out of my hair, it was just a mess, and I'd sweated all my makeup off and was running really, really late. So I won't try that one again. More recently, heatless curls wise, I tried toilet paper curls, which actually worked really, really well. Is where you take your toilet paper and you fold it up and you do it like your nan would do a rag roll. So you take your piece of tissue and wrap your hair all around it, bring it up to the top. I might speed this bit up for you because awkward. I've left the end out, but it doesn't matter because I'm not actually doing it like this today. You roll the end up and then you tie the bits of tissue together, and in the morning I did have curls and it did avoid the sort of cry panic for me, because when this is in your hair, if you can't get it out, you can just done. And so it kept more definition in the curls, and the curls were sort of from about here downwards, it was curly, but the weight of my hair and the fact that I didn't put any product in it meant that it just dropped out pretty much within half an hour. So today I'm going to bite the bullet and try to do heat curls, right? I have borrowed my daughter's straighteners. I have no idea if I've set it to the right temperature. I just switched it on and left it at the temperature that my daughter had it on. We have very similar hair type, so hopefully that's going to work okay and not just frazzle my hair, because I really don't want to end the day with like burnt bangs. That's my big fear, is that I'm going to try and straighten this and then all my hair's going to fall out, because I don't use heat on my hair ever. I don't even blow dry my hair, I just let it dry naturally, and so I'm a little bit worried that my hair's going to get fried, and so for that reason I have also stolen her heat protectant spray. I'm sure there are lots of others available. I don't know why she chose that one, maybe it was just the cheapest, I'm not sure. Also, I have no idea how much of this stuff you're supposed to put on. It just says from the root to the tip, and then use a brush to get it through the lengths of your hair. I've got a lot of lengths of my hair. I'm guessing that the ends are the most important bit to protect, though. My ends are particularly dry, so I don't know. I'm going to start though by giving it a little brush, and then I've watched a few tutorials, but I still think I'm probably going to get this horribly wrong. It looks very complicated, but we'll try and do it. We'll try not to burn my face off or singe my hair completely. So I will give it a little brush to start with, get any tangles out of it. I'm not putting product in my hair again because it gives me the sensory heebie-jeebies, to be honest with you. I don't like the feel of product in my hair. And so because of that, I don't actually have any in my house right now. And I don't think any of my kids do either. Lots of my kids have got long hair. But they're very much like me in that they just kind of let it natural. Apart from my daughter does sort of curl and straighten it in the mornings. None of us really use a lot of product, you know, so the weight of my hair tends to pull the curls out, so I guess they won't last very long, but maybe I'll do an update at the end of the day and show you if they lasted. So I think I'm going to just take a section at a time and then claw clip the rest behind me to make it a little easier. I don't know if that will make it any easier. Maybe it's just going to confuse me when I come to unclip it and then clip a new thing in, but we'll see. So give that a little brush there, and then I'll spray some of this. My daughter watches this and sees how much of her product that I've used. I'm definitely going to have to buy her a new bottle. I might have to anyway because, like I said, I've got a lot of hair and I want to make sure it is all protected because it's not used to the heat. Okay, and then I think they don't start right from the bottom. I think they start sort of mid. Oh wait, how did she? Was it this way? That doesn't seem right. Let's have a look and see. I am not doing this right. Let's straighten that out again. And then I'll have another little look at the tutorial, I think. Okay, the tutorial that I just watched made it look really, really easy, but I don't see how it was any different to what I was doing. Maybe I have to angle. Oh, what have I pressed? Oh, this is terrifying. What? What's happening? Tutorial the second. I'm going to try a different way that I've just seen. So she took it, put it over, all the way around and then through, I think. And then my hair doesn't move. Ah, things are steaming, I'm scared. We have a slight thing. I mean, it's not in any way curl, is it? But it's a slight something. Okay. So, wait, what? That? How did I do it? Okay. I have a feeling that my fear of just burning my hair is what's holding me back here. This isn't working for me. What's happening? I refuse to believe that my hair is like just too heavy. I must be doing something wrong. Let's try a different tutorial.
Many unbearable hours later.
I'm literally sure that I am doing things exactly the same way. What am I doing wrong though? I must be doing something wrong. Because everyone else, when they do this, they get big bouncy curls or cute ringlets or something, and I just nothing. What am I doing wrong? If we were to just this is gonna work, right? How could that not? I'm going to stick to my toilet paper curls, I think, because right now my hair is not looking any better than it was. It's looking worse, in fact. But it smells. It smells like it's burning. I don't like that. One more try. What's happening? What's happening? What are you all doing that I am not doing? Because I've just tried 4 different techniques now and I don't know what's going on. I'm thinking that this amount of damage, effort, time, not worth it. Like, I thought maybe I would do this today and then I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm addicted to curling my hair with heat now because that's going to be much better than, you know, not being able to sleep because of stuff in my hair. But honestly, I'm not sure this is worth it. Ow. Oh, it stinks. That can't be good. This must be burning my hair. Can you see the steam coming off that? Oh, it's awful. It's not. Do you know what? I can get better waves than this just by plaiting my hair before I go to sleep. I'm not even going to finish it. It's not worth it. It looks awful. What am I doing wrong with this, for one thing? Tell me in the comments. Why is this not curling? But also, tell me your favourite heatless curl method that allows you to actually get some sleep. Look at that. That's my big bouncy ringlet curl. Do you know what, guys? I totally give up. I totally 100% give up. I am going to brush these out, which is going to take me all of 1, 2, 3 strokes maybe. Oh no, I've still got my kinky end. I might just straighten that. It's not like this. Look at that. Although, having just done that, maybe you could do some kind of quick version of overnight curls because it's hot. So, because these are genuinely the best kind of heatless curls that I've done, I think. The sock curls can work, but I have a little panic when they get stuck in my hair. So this is basically rag rolling, like your nan used to do, but instead of a rag, I'm using a bit of tissue because then when I can just pull it out of my hair whenever it's done. So I'm thinking, I'll do some of these, blast it with a hairdryer or something. It could work, right? I'm not going to waste your time by doing it all in front of you though, so by the magic of magic, I'm going to make it all appear in my hair. So just to show you quickly what I'm doing, see if this will work, I am heating each strand up with the hair straightener. I did put the heat protectant all over my hair because I'm thinking this will speed the process up so I don't need to leave these overnight. I'll be able to take them off in a little while and show you. So I'm heating it up, taking my toilet paper. I use 2 squares and then fold them up horizontally so that they look like that. And then I'm just wrapping the hair around that, which is always awkward for me because my hair's too long. It's very annoying. I'm rolling it towards my face apparently. I don't know if it makes a difference. Does it make a difference? One of you girly girls tell me, because I'm not very good at being girly. Oh, and I've got these big ends sticking out. It was going fine until I tried to show you. And when it's all rolled up, just take the 2 ends of the tissue and tie them to each other. You've got to be a bit gentle, otherwise you're going to break the tissue though. And there we go. I'm going to finish doing that all over my head and then we'll blast it with the hairdryer, see if this works. Last one. Actually, maybe I can get 2 out of this one. So I'm doing the heat on it first, so that it will help hopefully retain that curl. Getting my tissue, ragging it up. I suppose if you were really very crunchy and you're worried about the waste involved in this, you could always reuse these bits of tissue if you want to. You don't have to, it's fine. If you're worried about the waste in this process, then it's not actually that much tissue that you need to use, even for a lot of hair like mine. And like I say, you can always reuse it if you feel very strongly about it. This is the last one going in for me now. Now, normally when I would do my curls like this, oh, that one's a bit loose and I'm missing a bit. Usually when I would do my curls like this, I would then just throw a silk bonnet on and go to sleep. But I have to be somewhere in about 2 hours time. So what I'm going to do is blast it with the hairdryer and then let it cool down, and then hopefully it will retain some of the curl. This would probably work better if I put sort of mousse or something in it first, but like I said, it gives me the sensory heebie-jeebies. So I'm going to go and find my hairdryer and really hope that the postman doesn't knock on my door in the meantime, and then we'll take this out in a minute and see if it worked. Okay, so I have run around and found my hairdryer, which took me longer than I needed it to. And so I'm going to blast it with some hot, leave it to cool down, and then blast it with some cold to make sure it's cold before I take it back out. Spritz a little bit more heat protectant on because, like I said, my hair is not used to heat. In fact, I have had this old cracked Revlon hairdryer since I was about 15 and it's still working because I very rarely use it. My kids have taken to using it quite a lot though. So I'm just going to hold each curl sort of up and give it a blast. Some of these are falling out already because I really rushed it because I have to go out in about an hour. So if this all goes horribly wrong, we'll all just cry together, okay? I think that back one's going to be a bit loose, but so is this one, so it's fine. Okay, so now my hair feels really hot and horrid. I did stop filming and keep going for a little while, so I did apply more heat than you saw there. If you're wondering how long it took me to put all these in my hair, it did only take about 15 minutes-ish, but as you can see, some of them are a bit loose. They're not as even and uniform as they could be, and the very first time that I did it, it did take me about an hour. I kept on getting frustrated and accidentally breaking the tissue. When I was tying it in, I would pull too hard and it would break off, so be careful when you're tying it in. I'm going to leave this for about 15-20 minutes to cool down, and then I'm going to blast it with the cool setting on my hairdryer, and then I will join you again and we will take it out and see what kind of 80s mess I've made. It has been a little while now, so now I'm going to use the cold setting on my ancient hairdryer to cool the curls back down. They're still retaining a little bit of the heat, and then we'll take it off and see what we can see what it looks like. So far everything that could possibly go wrong with this video has gone wrong so far. First I tried to do the straightener curls, they didn't work. Then I did the tissue paper curls, couldn't find my hairdryer. Now I keep running out of storage space on my phone. I just need to cool these down and take them out. Let's try and get it done. Cool setting. Right, now hopefully, I've left these in long enough that they will have curled a little bit, but I'm not actually sure. I'm going to take one out from the back at first, and because I can't see it, it's quite tricky to untie, so I'm just going to pull it, and then that'll break it out, and then I've got my little curl there. That's actually curled quite well considering it's only been in for 10 minutes. Now, that one is a little bit loose, but my back ones are always a little bit looser. Look at that. Actual curl. Not loads of it, but there's some. Oh, look at that. It's so much better than any kind of heat curl that I've ever tried. And I've just done it with toilet paper. That is amazing. Just need to punch myself in the face then. Even when they get a little bit stuck, it doesn't sort of ruin the whole curl. You can just break it out. Look at it. Lovely. Now, I'm sure that these would have curled much, much better if I had actually kept them in overnight like I normally would, or even like for an hour or so, because I literally had to kind of put them in and take them almost straight back out because I got a phone call to say that I have to be somewhere. But luckily I don't think I'm going to have to straighten my hair to be there. The curls aren't the most even, but I have just really thrown this together in sort of half an hour. If you spent a little bit more time over it, then you would get a much, much nicer curl. But look at that one, isn't that nice? That one's been in the longest as well. That was the first one I did. So if they'd all been in there for that sort of length of time, we would have very big bouncy curls, I think. I love the satisfying sound of that tissue popping as well. Look at that. That's beautiful. I mean, it's still, the top half of my head just refuses to curl, but I've got some nice bouncy little curls at the bottom there. And I managed to do it without using too much heat. Oh, I forgot I'd done that little one when I missed a piece of my hair, but that's going to be the tiniest curl. Ow. Yeah, I wouldn't maybe recommend doing the tiniest ones. That does make it a bit trickier to get out. Okay, I lost a bit of hair there. Oops. check that out. I've got actual curls, look. They're a bit uneven, I'll give you that. I could do a bit more practice. But I do think that these toilet paper rag rolls are the best curls that I have done ever. Like, not these particular ones, but I couldn't do it with the straightener. I can't do it with a curling iron. This thing drives me crazy. But that's okay. That works quite nicely, even if you are in a little bit of a hurry. I like a bit of a messy wild curl, so I don't mind that it's not particularly even. Now, earlier when I was rolling up my hair, I did say to you, oh, you could probably experiment with doing smaller pieces, bigger pieces. I wouldn't go too small because I'd left out a tiny little strand, and so I did it separately, and I've just broken quite a lot of my hair off getting that one off and lost a bit of length. It's such a tiny strand that it doesn't really matter in the scheme of things, but that's not great if you want in the healthy hair. You don't want to be breaking your ends off. Anyway, that was a far more chaos vlog than we normally do, wasn't it? But we got there in the end. We've got some sort of curls. I did something with my hair. It was a bit of a disaster. I'm a bit of a disaster. That's okay. Join me on Monday for my next vlog. I am not entirely sure what I'm going to be vlogging about because I've got lots of different things planned and I don't know which is going to be ready first. I'll try and let you know in my shorts when I do my daily gratitude and start your day off with a great big deep breath every morning. I will also be here on Witchy Wednesday and I want to say Terrarium Tuesday, but let's be honest, I haven't remembered that I've got to do Terrarium Tuesday for weeks and weeks and weeks. So join me next week, but until then, you have yourself a magical week.